Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Janaros.
I am Eldrythan.
And I am Lufas, and we're the stream team of sc2practice.com. We're down to the finals of the Belgian Starcraft Competition. We're at the third game now, and it's looking bad for Tails. He's down to 0-2 against Xionn or Terran. Tails is playing random and spawned Protoss in the two earlier games and is now playing as Zerg. And Xionn is our Masters level Terran is, well, obviously still Terran, herp derp. Yeah. What's up?
What's up is that we're playing on Shakura's plateau, and we have close air positions. So Tails obviously scouting with his overlord, and he is gonna see that position very soon. And I'm looking forward to see Xionn play his TVZ. And I'm curious to see what he's coming up with in that matchup.
I gotta say, I have a hard time saying who should be in the lead due to the map locations. If this was the old Chakras Plateau with the rocks here, I would actually give the advantage to Xionn quite clearly. But with the close air, Mutalisks being as powerful as they are in ZVT, I'm actually not sure who should be preferred. Yes, the ground distance is a bit longer, but it's not significantly longer than to the cross positions. What would you say?
Is it actually longer than the cross positions?
Well, yeah, it is. Now it is, because they cut down the rocks that were covering the Xalnaga towers at the center. There are no rocks there, so the ground distance is a bit shorter to the other side. To the close air, that is.
So yeah, it's shorter than the cross position ground distance.
Yes, wasn't that what I said?
No, I think you said the opposite. That was why I was confused.
Ah, well, yet again, I might be wrong. Yeah.
Nothing more interesting than casters discussing what they just said.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Xionn going for a what? Xionn, where did you hide your probes? Oh, there we go. 3 drones being popped. That was a bit weird. He was on 12 drones when he actually put that hatchery down, and he went hatch first and then pool, which is something that you should be at around 15 food for. But yeah, I'm not one to criticize. He's getting the hatchery, he's getting the spawning pool, and he is getting an extractor, so speedlink's coming up.
Probably soonish. He's not gonna have enough gas when the pool pops, and Xion's spawning all those shenanigans. And he's putting down a reactor barracks. We're gonna see a lot of marines here, and a factory also coming up. That could also indicate a switch with Hellions. That is probably the likelier solution, don't you think?
Yeah, indeed. If you are actually ahead of me again, unfortunately, I'm lagging a bit. He's only now making that reactor on the barrels. Worry not, that's not going to disturb our casting. Yes, if you are going for 1 racks into a factory, the far more likely scenario is that you are going to be making some Hellions. As you can see in the unit tab, he only has 2 marines out, so getting a reactor at this point really would not help him whatsoever. However, Hellions against a hatch first build are very potent, as they can do run-bys at the natural and hopefully get into that main. They are also... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the only problem that can turn up here is that because the ramp is very small, a couple of spine crawlers and or queens can easily shut down the Hellions if they're not being dropped. So Tails might be able to shut that down.
One thing that worries me a bit is that Tails actually has 6 Zerglings, which is by itself it's not bad, but looking at the drone harvester count, you have the Terran being ahead by 4 harvesters on 1 base. That is a bit too much. That is a bit surprising and kind of unfortunate.
Tails scouting the Hellions with those Zerglings and immediately putting down 2 spine crawlers. That is exactly what
You're still ahead of me. I'll tell you when he scouts the Hellions. Give me a second. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hellions being scouted. Yay!
Fascinating.
But yeah,
awesome.
as we predicted, Hellions coming out from a reactor starport. And yes, there are spine crawlers going down. One thing I would like to point out, by the way, if you are making a rally point, don't make your rally point onto one of the Hellions, because they are just going to be awkwardly bumping into this wall. What? Did they change that? Apparently they did. Disregard everything I just said. Previously, if you had your rally point in this way, your Hellion would be slightly retarded and just pop on the inside. But yeah, that's interesting. I was wrong. But yeah, there was some really nice Hellion micro from Xionn there. Xionn actually microing quite nicely, not losing anything against those Zerglings. And now he's discovering the spine crawlers, deciding not to be... A tad late, but...
Tried to camp the ramp, which is not the most optimal spot for Hellion to be. Does not dare to swing in there or swing around the hatchery. And there are 3 queens standing around, so Tails could at any given moment also block the ramp into his main. Those Hellions are shut down.
Yeah, they sure are. That is a bit weird. I mean, personally, I would get those Hellions behind that mineral line and actually just...
Yeah, as fast as possible.
As fast as possible and kill as many drones as I can. And now 3 queens fighting against some Hellions here. And believe it or not, Hellions are actually effective against queens, and I'm lagging a bit, but yes. Will that? Nope, there's a transfuse going down on the queen. Ooh, and nice micro there, putting the wounded Hellion in the back. That's... that queen poop did not live for long. Oh wow, that was beautiful. Meanwhile, Xionn actually has expanded. He's gotten his expansion up, and he's actually main outing as well. Looking at the income tab,
and
we actually
he
have...
has the first tank.
Ooh. Yes, here we go. Some more Hellion micro here.
He's not really getting anything down there.
No, but he's keeping those queens from larva injecting in the main. Oh, nope, there's a 4th queen there. Disregard that. Well,
And